What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we've got more Mando Mania reveals to go over. Another week, another set of reveals. We've got TVC, we've got Black Series, we got a lightsaber.
Whoa.
And plus, we're also going to be counting down the top 5 figures we would like to see from Mandalorian Season 3. Before we jump into everything, though, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. So let's start with the Mando Mania reveals. Like I said, we have a TVC, a lightsaber, and a Black Series. So let's jump into the TVC figure. First things first, we are getting a slightly repainted and retooled Remnant Speeder Bike Scout with Grogu from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Black Series version, scaled down to 3 3/4 inch.
True.
Although on their speeder bike, they get to like open the engine and see the detail and remove the bag on the back.
Yeah, and since they had more time to produce this figure, the Biker Scout also has the correct knee pads. They're flipped. So that's something I don't think we have, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it was retooled for the Black Series.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But that's a product of waiting and not having to have it right when the show is airing, is you get more accuracy.
Yep. This is a mainline release. It's already available for pre-order if you're looking to pick it up. I think it looks pretty awesome, but what's going to keep me away from this is that price, Justin. It is, just like the recently released Endor Speeder Bike Scout set, $44.99. So that's a big pass for me.
Shooting on over to Black Series, we have the official reveal of the Mandalorian Fleet Commander.
Yes.
This was totally a mistake that they did last week. We actually already reported on this figure and gave our thoughts, but now we have the official Hasbro promo shots, and there's one I really like. They're getting kind of creative with it, wherein it's like a downward angular shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's get some more of that. It's creative. Switch things up a little bit. To recap, though, this is on the base Death Watch Mando body, which is an amazing figure.
Yep.
But there is plenty of newly sculpted bits on here, and from what we can tell, it has new torso overlay, chest armor, lower leg armor, thigh plates, shoulder armor, the belt, the head, of course, and, maybe even a little more on other parts of the figure as well. So there's plenty of new. There is this like really metallic paint on it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. I mean, it's something a little bit different for the shelf. Obviously, I don't think in the show the Trooper was all that clean or metallic.
See, I thought he was pretty metallic because it's like part of the Axe Woves, like Casca. They look much more clean than the Children of the Watch, who have been like in the caves, surviving and stuff. So I could see it translate to more shiny. Plus, it's like Beskar, alloy.
I mean, hey, I like it. Yeah. I think it looks good.
It looks a little sparkly, almost kind of like some of those Pokemon Select figures that aren't really Pokemon Select, and they're that like sparkly plastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think it looks good.
Yeah, I'm down for a little change up every once in a while. So, if this particular Mando is going to be a little sparkly, then so be it. I think it'll look nice and interesting on the shelf.
And then we also got a Force Effects Elite lightsaber, Nate.
Yes.
It is the smallest one they've ever done.
It's so small. Look at how small it is. Small.
Yeah, we
thought
it was kind of funny that they kept pointing that out in the Hasbro Pulse video, but it is the same price as the Elite Force Effects lightsabers. These are the ones where it has a rechargeable battery on the inside as opposed to using regular batteries, which is great. I have the Darksaber, and that's a great feature of it. Removable blade and everything. But yeah, it is a smaller hilt and a smaller blade because of the character it belongs to. And I've heard that it's the same price. We don't have an official pre-order yet, but I have heard that it's the same Force Effects Elite price of like $270, $280.
Yeah, I would absolutely assume that it is going to be just regular price because that's just the way it is.
I mean, they don't do it for figures either.
Right.
If it's a smaller figure, they still charge the same. But this is a much larger scale.
Right.
So
yeah. So it looks good, but again, it's going to be way too expensive.
That's how the lightsabers go.
Yeah.
It's just too much for a 280 a pop.
So now, Justin, with this past week, Mandalorian Season 3 has come to an end. Or should we call it the Mid-DeLorean?
Oh, God, no. You're going to get us canceled, all right?
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah. Season 3 might have been a little bit underwhelming for us. And if you'd like to see our more in-depth thoughts, check out the live streams. Because we, at the end, we talk about, each episode as it aired. We thought we were a little underwhelmed by this season, but there's no denying that it yielded some very toyetic and some hot fire designs.
Absolutely. Specifically in just the last few episodes, but we knew we were in for a good time when we started seeing the trailers with all the rando mandos. So we were at least like, oh yeah, we're probably going to be getting some awesome Mandalorians, but then there was some really nice troopers.
Yeah. Spoilers, obviously, if you haven't watched this season.
Yes, definitely spoilers. And this is going to be our top 5 here. So, Justin, let's just jump into it, buddy.
Sure, yeah. Speaking of rando mandos, our number 5 pick is any and all rando mando. Honestly, the fleet commander is in line with what I want. It's almost like the Legion line. Just keep on pumping them out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many to choose from. Mm-hmm. The judge, who's in charge of, like, the games, or, like, the training, and then he judges who wins and who loses. Point!
Yep.
I'd love to get that one. Or Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad, who has the super battle droid shoulder armor.
Yeah.
Someone's making a smoothie up there.
I think that's outside yard work.
Oh,
that sounds like
shit.
Sounds like a chainsaw.
Well, we have 13,000 subscribers here on YouTube, not 13 million.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a little yard work ambience, a little yard work ASMR, power tool ASMR?
Yeah.
Bear with us for the rest of this episode. Just literally throw a dart at the board and give them to me.
Yeah.
I'll take any one.
Number 4 is actually from a flashback scene that I was really happy to see, and definitely one of the highlighted moments for me of this season.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, it's Kelleran back. I mean, come on. This would be so cool to see. Mm-hmm. Obviously portrayed by Ahmed Best, who also portrayed Jar Jar Binks.
Mm-hmm. I love his design. I like the
little gold.
The drip.
Yeah.
The drip.
I'm like, why does he get a gold trimmed robe and no one else did?
He starts dual wielding and everything, kind of like Ayla Secura in the original Battlefront 2, giving me those vibes. And then obviously it's a cool sequence. We've all been wondering how Grogu escaped the temple, but I also just like that it's Ahmed Best.
Yeah.
Because I just like his whole arc of Jar Jar, and then all the toxic online hate that he received, and then we're coming full circle, and he gets a really cool role.
Yeah.
And he's like still into it.
Right.
Like the fact that he went through the abuse and he's still here for us to portray a Star Wars character again. Respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming in at number 3, the top 3 are literally all from those last 2 episodes. I'm going to need those elite Praetorian guards.
Oof, yes.
I'm going to need them right now so we can have them fighting Paz.
Dude. And this would be so easy for Hasbro to do. Because when you look at the character design, and you think about it in terms of an action figure, and Craft 3D Creations literally did this, but all you got to do is swap the arms on the Praetorian Guard with the Sith Trooper arms, and you're pretty much good to go.
Like,
New helmet.
It's like one of those First Order arms. It's an amalgamation, because we're kind of leading into the First Order stuff. And I just love the helmet and how it kind of looks like a Mando helmet. Like it has a sort of a T-visor.
Yeah, and definitely takes on like a very, like gladiatorial look.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's much more interesting than the Praetorian Guards that we saw later that just kind of had like the weird like geometric shapes.
I like those designs as well.
Yeah, I mean, those are cool, but
I like this fight scene better because they all actually attack at the same time. It's not like Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy where they all go to hit one at a time.
So Batman can easily take them on in one-on-one combat.
It's just the choreography was much better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give us one with all 3 weapons, or give us 3
Yeah, I
with...
like that they all have the same helmet.
Yeah. It makes... you wonder how they resisted not giving them 3 different helmets like they did for
3 toys
for the Praetorian guards, but they could at least do 3 weapons, and I do like the slightly different weapons that we saw this time.
Yeah.
Number 2, again from the same episode, and this should be no surprise at all, but it's the Imperial Armored Commando. We wanted these since we saw them in Rebels.
Yeah, which these are different designs. I would still prefer the Rebels looks, but they do look awesome.
Yeah, I would take both. And again, this has more of like a First Order-ish look. The helmet looks very Sith Trooper-y, just kind of in white.
Yeah.
But it still is a great looking design. Like, that's the thing, is the First Order troopers do look cool. Like, I do like all of the design work.
Yeah. And I especially like these characters because Din in seasons 1 and 2, he's just like mowing through legions of stormtroopers because they're all wearing plastoid or whatever it is. But it's like we needed to even the playing field. Like, give Mandos an equivalent to fight, so they actually have Beskar, so they got to aim for the gaps in their armor. And I could see some good displays coming out of a figure like this, fighting Din, arresting him. There's a lot of potential with a figure like this. There's also a lot of potential in our number 1 most wanted figure from season 3, and that's Moff Gideon in his Mandalorian armor, his Dark Trooper Mando mech suit, whatever it is.
Thingy.
I still really don't know what it is, but I just know I want it.
Yeah. Well, you know it's robotic because they put in the obnoxious robot noises when he's moving his legs. He sounds like the power loader from Aliens.
Yeah, and, you know, put horns on it because we'll go, ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was that part of the actual lore? Who knows? They just put it on there to look cool, and it does look cool. With the red visor and everything. It
absolutely looks cool. Like, I wish he would have had, like, a better weapon. I feel like the, like, staff weapon he uses is kind of just like... Eh.
Yeah. And again, I just like how it evens the playing field.
Oh.
Because he was kicking Din and Bo's asses.
Yeah. And he literally crushes the Darksaber with his hand somehow.
But, like, the Darksaber is made out of, like, the purest Beskar alloy that Din himself has never seen, as said in the Book of Boba Fett. Season 3 aside, there's still some great designs from Season 3 that we would love to see. And we pretty much do this for every series or movie as they come out. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, we didn't do one for Andor. But honestly...
we would have been grasping at straws for Andor.
Plainclothes humans, they just don't do that well as figures, so I was like, maybe we don't do Andor.
Gorn, Deidre.
I mean, I do want those.
Admiral Yularen.
Sure.
Other Imperial guy from Game of Thrones.
Sure.
I think that's really all I'd want from Andor is all the Imperials.
Right. But yeah, that's our list from Mando Season 3. Be sure to let us know what you think about the Mando Mania reveals, and of course, what's your list? What figures would you like to see from The Mandalorian Season 3?
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And if you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership, and we do have a small collection of merch as well. There are links for everything in the description of this video. Check out that Discord. Get involved with the community. It's a pretty cool, fun place to hang out.
True. Join the Discord. Also, shout out to Piercing Bullet 7.
Yes.
For the Max Rebo Legion Out of the Basement Clone Trooper helmet. Because it's like our animated selves. This is the 499th because we're discount 501st.
Yeah, we're right under
So it's the Max Rebo Legion. So shout out to Piercing Bullet 7. Check out the latest Lazy Sunday live stream to see our unboxing of this.
Yeah, true. And a big shout out and special thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thanks everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement. I can't. This is so. Okay. All right. We'll finish this. It's so fucking distracting.
So, like,
it's like every time we go to talk,